But we can't just sit here and do nothing, Sophie cried. How many girls and boys are they going to eat tonight?
Many, the BFG said. The flesh-lumping eating giant alone has a most squalding whoopsie appetite.
Will he snatch them out of their beds while they're sleeping?
Like peas out of a puddle, the BFG said.
I can't bear to think of it, Sophie cried.
Then don't, the BFG said. For years and years, I is sitting here on this very walk, night after night, while he is galloping away, and I is feeling sad for all the human beings they is going to gobble up. But I has had to get used to it. There's nothing I could do. But if I wasn't a twitchy little runty giant only 24 feet high, I would be stopping them. But that is absolutely out the window.
Do you always know where they're going? Sophie asked.
Always, the BFG said. Every night they is yelling at me as they go booding past. And the other night they was yelling, "Ways off to Mississippi and Missouri to guzzle them both."
Disgusting, Sophie said. I hate them. She and the big friendly giant sat quietly side by side on the blue rock in the gathering dusk. Sophie had never felt so helpless in her life. After a while, she stood up and cried out, I can't stand it. Just think of those poor girls and boys who are going to be eaten alive in a few hours' time. We can't just sit here and do nothing. We've got to go after those brutes.
No, the BFG said.
We must, Sophie cried. Why won't you go? The BFG sighed and shook his head firmly.
I has told you 5 or 6 times, he said, and the third time will be the last. I is never showing myself to human beings.
Why ever not?
If I do, they'll be putting me in a zoo with all the jiggy giraffes and catty piddlers.
Nonsense, Sophie said.
And they will be sending you straight back to an orphanage, the BFG went on. Grown-up human beings is not famous for their kindness. They is all scriggly rutters and drink sludges.
That's simply not true, Sophie cried angrily. Some of them are very kind indeed.
Who? The BFG said. Name one.
The Queen of England, Sophie said.